Okay, so that's a very good point, where the other superhero movies are getting kind of woke. This is just like, I'm your monster buddy and I'm making you waffles.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. Welcome to the trailer hitch.
Today we have got Venom, Let There Be Carnage, the official trailer. You haven't seen the first Venom, right?
No, I have not.
I rented it last night. I don't want to poop on it, because I actually liked it.
Okay.
I don't get why it worked, because he's like one of the main foes of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But in this movie, he's not really a villain, and there is no Spider-Man.
That's kind of nice, though. It's nice to see the bad guy and make you want to care about the bad guy a little bit. So should we start this?
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Oh, look, he was doing the punching thing on the wall like the Shang-Chi.
Yeah, when people are frustrated or training, I guess those are the two times it's okay to hit the wall.
That's funny.
I say either, you say either, I say neither, and I say neither.
Okay. So that's Venom, right?
Well, okay, so the way Venom works is, yes, this alien from space, his first name is Venom. Like, that's what he goes by in outer space. So he's bonded with old Eddie Brock here, and together they kind of make one character.
And why does he sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Maybe that is Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think he's just generic gruff voice guy.
I say either, you say either.
It's either. I say either. I say either.
Hey, Eddie, I'm your alien from space. I'm your alien buddy. My name is Venom. I'm not really a bad guy, but I like to bite off heads. Come on, make a milkshake. You need your protein.
Yeah, at least the character design isn't Arnold. That would be amazing.
That would be terrible if Arnold Schwarzenegger was popping out of his back.
If then he just turned into Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All of a sudden, he's dragging him to the gym. Come on, buddy.
Come on, let's go to the gym. Eddie, you've got to work on your traps. You know the muscles that comes down from your neck to your shoulders. They need to be bigger, buddy.
Oh my God, that would be so annoying because in the beginning it would be awesome to have Arnold Schwarzenegger as your trainer. Like, I would love that. And then I could see, like, maybe 3 weeks into it being like, oh God, I have to get up. I have to go to the gym. I have to see Arnold. Imagine you wake up and he's just stuck to you.
Yeah, that would be awful. So Eddie Brock can hear the Venom talking to him and no one else can. That's what makes the movie good, I think, actually. It's like a buddy cop movie, but one of them is an alien and they're both in the same person. It sounds like I'm describing the next Eddie Murphy movie.
Yes, it does. But the whole deal with it is that he hears the voice, no one else can. So people say that he's just imagining it or that he created the voice himself. Maybe he's a big Arnold fan.
It's mainly from what I saw in the first one, he's just like, shut up. And someone's like, what? Did you tell me to shut up? And
Yeah.
he's like, no. It's one of those.
So it's nice that he's making him breakfast. I think that's nice.
Look how irritated he looks. You're correct. To bring it all full circle, if you had to have a conversation with Arnold Schwarzenegger all day, he's like, hey, let's go bite that guy's head off. And you'd be like, no, Arnold, we can't do that. Like, oh, okay, fine.
Okay, let's make some waffles.
I'm gonna make waffles. How many do you want?
I just want one waffle. I'm not that hungry.
I'm gonna make you 6. You need to get big. I say neither, and I say neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off. Ta-da!
What is it like? Is it Schwarzenegger doing Cookie Monster? It sounds like Schwarzenegger doing Cookie Monster. Like you'd see the Cookie Monster puppet all, let's have some waffles, and then you pan down and it's on Arnold's arm, like, hi, I'm your friendly Cookie Monster.
Yummy.
Yeah, it does sound like Cookie Monster Arnold.
Or like Undead Barry White, or...
Now, if it was Undead Barry White, he'd be a better singer, I think.
That's true.
Oh, they're doing the Harry Nilsson?
And we're name dropping old things today.
This is a Harry Nilsson song, right?
Well, Harry Nilsson and Arnold Schwarzenegger, all our references are pretty dated today.
Well, I mean, it's
Cookie
not our
Monster-
fault that they're doing Arnold Schwarzenegger playing
Yeah,
Harry
we didn't,
Nilsson.
and they picked Harry Nilsson,
Yeah.
so.
And they made the decision on the voice.
If it is not Arnold, it's very much your generic monster voice. Like, try to do just don't think about Venom, do a scary monster like, hi, I'm gonna come eat you.
I'm going to come eat you.
Yeah, that sounds exactly
Yeah,
like what
but if
they're
I
doing.
do it, he's going, I say either.
He's saying, yeah, I say either. Wait, hold on. I say either.
Yeah, I say either.
I say either. Yeah, say either.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
doing
he
the
is
guy.
doing the Arnold.
yeah.
Maybe all of the Expendables are just like going to be in all of these movies because you had Vin Diesel as Groot, right? And then you had King Shark. It was,
Vin Diesel's not an expendable. His body is sagging in the same way all those old guys is, so he looks like he's one of them.
I just assumed he was in that movie.
I think you're correct. They're eventually going to get all the expendable people into the.
Yeah, that's like they're like Sylvester Stallone doing King Shark. That's brilliant. Who else do we have? Nobody's picked Arnold yet. How have they not done that? Like I think maybe they did. Maybe this is Arnold.
This might be Arnold, and there's no one's telling us.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
I've been thinking.
So Eddie Brock, if you're not familiar, is a reporter. He blames Peter Parker for taking his job. Eddie Brock did.
Right.
And then Venom got rejected by Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So Venom hates Spider-Man. Eddie Brock hates Peter Parker. They team up. They go after him. It makes perfect sense.
And Venom can't exist on his own. He has to live inside a human, right?
Yeah, he's a symbiote. He has
Right.
to bond to somebody else.
Yeah.
Kind of like a parasite, but then gives you all these excellent head-eating powers.
Right.
Like, he eats people, and he's strong.
And he makes you waffles.
In the original Venom, he's like Spider-Man. He's copying his webs.
Uh-huh.
But in this, he's just kind of a tentacle monster.
Right.
He's kind of gross.
Every decision we ever make, who do we leave behind? And how do we...
Wait, who's that that's talking?
That's Woody Harrelson.
Oh, right. I forgot he was in this.
Woody Harrelson plays a serial killer named, I think, Cletus Cassidy.
Right.
He becomes another grosser, meaner version of Venom called Carnage.
Whatever comes.
That's a clever nod, I bet, to him squashing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, they couldn't get Tom Holland, but they could get that spider.
There's not enough Arnold in this. I miss him making him breakfast and saying things.
Yeah, that's the problem with these movies. Like, you can't have the Hulk in it the whole time. He's got to be Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
But you're like, I don't want Bruce Banner. I want to see the Hulk.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not enough Arnold.
Welcome back, Eddie Brock. It's been a long time. Miss you
Okay, pause it.
so much.
Can you find the post-credits teaser from Venom? This is not important to watch. We just want a shot of.
See,
Yeah.
he cleaned himself up. He got a haircut.
I suppose is that, but isn't his hair radically more clown-like and curly in the first picture?
I think that they just hired a different hair and makeup person. This may even be a wig that he's wearing in this one.
Oh, it's,
they both might be
dude,
wigs.
it is definitely a wig that he's wearing.
They're both probably wigs.
I'm gonna be stuck on this hair thing like for the rest of the day.
I'm going to be singing either for the rest of my life.
Neither. Let's just go work on our pecs.
I'm never going to not have that song stuck in my head.
So I think maybe, if I had to guess, it's like they're killing him, but somehow he gets the symbiote instead. Yeah, there he goes.
It'd be funny if the only thing that happened is that his hair just turned back to what it looked like originally.
That was his power? Yeah. Worst superpower ever. The hair doesn't even do anything. It just gets...
Yeah, it's just slightly more curly.
I don't know. I know a bunch of middle-aged men that would kill for that superpower.
Yeah.
Is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
Let there be Ani.
Chocolate delivery.
Let there be
has-
Arnage.
That's the movie they need to make.
Yes, we should change the logo.
Venom. Let there be Arnage.
What's gonna happen? You gonna stop protecting me?
I am happy to eat, Mrs. Chen.
No, you cannot eat, Mrs. Chen.
What?
Do you think if he ate Mrs. Chen, he'd be hungry a half hour later?
Oh, boom.
Okay, here's a fun fact for the viewers. In the old days, when you would leave the phone off the hook, it used to make a noise. It was like a noise that let you know that you had to put the phone back on. And Harry Nilsson's phone was off the hook, and that's where he got the inspiration to the song. That's actually the "you left the phone off the hook" note.
Yeah, it sounds like a phone, and then it sounds like the phone's ringing. And I'm like, it all works together really well.
Yeah.
I don't want to look up who the voice of Venom is, because I like pretending that it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, me too.
We could probably find out, and we probably should.
Should we see who that was?
Yeah. It's better to reveal to the audience who the actual voice actor is.
Oh, J.K. Simmons is in it. Maybe it's J.K. Simmons.
They're probably trying to wiggle their way into the Peter Parker Spider-Verse.
It doesn't say.
I bet it's Tom Hardy.
That's the only place it says Venom.
If I were as weirdo an actor as Tom Hardy, I would insist on also doing the Venom character.
So do you want to predict what's going to happen?
I think there's going to be a lot of violence, in quotes, but very PG.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of heads will be bitten off, but you won't see any action really happen.
Right.
It's because he's like evil Spider-Man that eats people.
Right.
He's a terrifying, like, oh,
I want to eat your brain. Hey, Spider-Man, I'm going to eat your brains. I'm not just going to eat you. That's scary enough. But I'm going to eat your brains. Yeah.
And so I think that'll happen, but in a very non-satisfying way. It's tough to gauge. It's going to be two kind of nasty alien things wiggling their tentacles at each other and throwing stuff around. I think that will sadly be most of the movie. I think people are more interested in Venom to like put him on a t-shirt or a sticker in the back of like their Chevy truck than they actually give a crap about the characters.
Yeah, he's like he's the comic book version of the Calvin peeing on things.
Yeah, he really is the comic book
They
version
should
of
make
the
him
Calvin
peeing on things.
What, Venom peeing on things?
They should make Venom peeing on Calvin.
They should do Calvin peeing on Venom peeing on Calvin.
It'd be great if he just entered the MCU and immediately ate Kumail Nanjiani.
Just eats him immediately?
Yeah.
He would have to eat the good guys if he went into the MCU.
Maybe that could be the second Endgame. He just shows up and eats all of them.
I hope it doesn't end with him eating Woody Harrelson. It might.
What if they all get along at the end and then they go out to eat together? They both go out eating people.
That would be nice on one hand, and on the other hand, not nice at all.
I'm sorry. Let's be friends, okay? Let's be friends and go out together. Feel like a bite?
So they both talk like Arnold.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the bad one sounds like Arnold too.
Yeah, so anyway, and I guess in closing, I'm actually more excited about that than I am to see what the next Marvel thing is.
What is it about this that because it's working, everyone's fired up, but
I think you said it. Well, first of all, the Arnold voice, like, out of the gates, I'm in. Forget, like, me saying that it's Arnold. There's something about that particular voice, like Cookie Monster friendly, hi, I'm your buddy type thing.
Yeah, he is. He's a friendly monster. That's
friendly.
What it is.
Yes, I want that guy to make me 10 waffles.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
And he's singing what's on the radio, which is always funny. Like when Arnold was singing Yakety Yak while he was in the shower.
That is yakety yak.
Yakety yak, yakety yak. Don't talk back.
Okay, so that's a very good point where the other superhero movies are getting kind of woke. This is just like,
I'm your monster buddy and I'm making you waffles.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, exactly. And it is kind of similar. It has similar vibes to Lethal Weapon. It's a little Lethal Weapon-y.
It is like a buddy cop, except instead of Danny Glover, it's
Tom Hardy.
And instead of Mel Gibson, it's
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Alien Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It sounds way better of a movie, actually.
Yeah, I would pay to see that. And that's what this is.
Yeah, so I guess I will pay to see this.